What's up, everybody? Tweet from the basement, back again, here to talk to you about G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. I just saw this movie today, and surprisingly enough, I liked it. I went in with very, very low expectations, and I did not expect to like it. I thought it was really going to suck, and surprisingly, it did not suck. I thought it was good. I did not think it was great by any stretch of the imagination. I just thought it was a good movie. I thought it was a well-done depiction of a cartoon. And I'm going to elaborate on that. For the most part, there's a lot of hijinks in the movie that go on that people are going to give a bag of shit to. I'm probably going to get a bag of shit just for saying the movie was good. But we'll see. And if you would like to give me a bag of shit, please I encourage you and your friends and all you geeks out there, just like me, to write us in questions@Pete'sBasement.com, myspace.com/Pete'sBasement, or just go on Pete'sBasement.com and hit us up on the forum, and we will reply to you there too. Anyway, excuse me, back to the movie. I find as I was watching this movie that all of the stuff that goes on, that I think if it was an animated movie, people would be more inclined to accept it and say, wow, that was cool, than if it was a live-action movie. But keeping in mind that this is a live-action movie based on an animated movie, or an animated cartoon, that was redundant, based on a cartoon from the 1980s. So you have to allow, I guess, a couple of super sci-fi hijinks to really, I guess, get that point across. That having been said, the whole accelerator suit thing, thank God, one, it doesn't ruin the movie. Two, the reason it doesn't ruin the movie is because it's only in one scene, so they smartened the fuck up. Three, really stupid. Really stupid. The whole thing just looked like a bunch of sped up film. The whole running thing, it was dumb. Jumping and flipping over missiles, it was unnecessary. They could have, instead of used the accelerator suits, they could have brought in a bunch of awesome vehicles, which I probably would have really, excuse me, thanks Ramon. It probably would have brought a lot, more into the toy aspect. And merchandising from the film and everything. And that having been said, one thing I do want to say that I wasn't totally happy with, in fact I was really displeased with it, was there was a lot of geek porn in this movie, which I'll tell you about in a minute, but there weren't enough Joes. There are G.I. Joes coming out in the toy line like Shipwreck, and I think I saw Wetsuit and Leatherneck, or Beachhead, and they're not in the movie at all. I definitely saw the Shipwreck toy, and I was really hoping to see just some dude in a scully cap and a mustache and beard. Could have did without the parrot. I don't give a fuck. I mean, the parrot's kind of like, it's what makes Shipwreck, but I don't care. Let me see the guy just drop a name as you're walking through the pit. Hey, Airborne. Hey, Beachhead. Watch the thing on the SUV there. Fucking whatever. Something. Get some name drops in there. And there was absolutely none of that. The only name drop that happened was, I think I mentioned this months ago when I first heard about it, was Brandon Fraser has a cameo as Sergeant O'Connor. Yes, for anybody who has seen The Mummy, that is because he is supposedly the great-great-grandson of O'Connell, the guy that found the mummy's tomb in The Mummy, because it's the same director. That's not geek porn to me. What is geek porn is General Hawk telling the rest of the Joe team that we have to know what's going on, we have to get all the intel because knowing is half the battle. Yes, it was cheesy. I know it was cheesy. Shut the fuck up. But it was cool. They said it. They used the tagline. I don't give a shit. Speaking of taglines and intros, Fergie getting the top billing for the song in the credits. Why? Why? Fucking Fergie? What the fuck does she have to do with G.I. Joe? Hearing that she's so 2008 and I'm 2000 and late, I didn't need that shit. That sucked. They could have just did a cool, redo of the original song from the 80s. I know that would have been fucking cheesy. Some more geek porn. The fight between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, every single one of them was off the hook. The martial arts was fantastic. Guys, don't worry if you haven't seen the movie. I will tell you, I assure you, Snake Eyes does not say a word. You're good. That having been said, the reason that Snake Eyes does not say a word, I thought they fucked that up. The whole origin between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow was like halfway there. There was the death of the Hard Master. They showed when they were kids training at the Arashikaji Ninja Camp, and there was no origin of Snake Eyes. His parents don't die in a car crash or anything. He's just a kid wandering the streets of Tokyo, and he comes into the, you know, the ninja household to steal some food, and then him and little kid Storm Shadow go at it. And these two kids are two of the fucking greatest martial artists I've ever seen. They are awesome. The shit they do with weapons and everything, man, it was awesome. These kids can't be more than like 10. They're great. I like to show it to my students and see, like, look what you can do if you just try. These kids probably eat, breathe, sleep, and shit martial arts, but that's besides the point. There's the whole, they definitely explore the jealousy aspect between Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, which, if you're a fan of the comic strip, was the reason Storm Shadow left the compound in the first place. But as far as who kills the Hard Master, well, that was kind of explored, but not done the way it's done in the comic book, unless, of course, they elaborate that some more in the sequels, which there are. They definitely leave room for the sequels, trust me. I liked the guy who played Cobra Commander, oddly enough. I didn't think I was going to like that at all. I still think that the mask at the end of the movie could have been chrome, or look more like his toy counterpart, cartoon counterpart. But, no, I guess I got to get over that shit, don't I? I thought that could have been done better. I definitely liked the updated origin of Cobra Commander. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because that kind of ruins the movie. But they throw some characters at you that you think it's one person, and it winds up being a totally different person. They really flip the script on you there at the end. I started to suspect it after a while, but I wasn't too certain. I just kept waiting to see Cobra Commander. Little did I know. But I really did like the updated origin. It makes a hell of a lot more sense than the ex-used car salesman that gets disgruntled with the government and his family dies in a car crash, and somehow he becomes the head of a multinational terrorist organization with ties to the most expensive, most popular, most infamous arms dealer in the entire world. He probably sold a lot of used cars, I guess, to afford that. Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense when you break it down like that, does it? So this origin is a lot better. It's a lot more intelligent. It makes more sense. Like I said, guys, overall, I like the movie. I like Dennis Quaid as General Hawk. I like the scenes with the pit. The vehicles were cool. You get to see the Night Raven in action. That was really cool for me because, I mean, everybody was a fan of the toy. Noted that was one of the most awesomest toys that they came out with. They could have had a couple more G.I. Joe toys, like the Sky Striker or the Condor, I think it was. No, it was the Cobra Condor. Had the teeth on it. Was the plane, and the wings come out like this way. I don't remember what the fuck it is right now. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. If you remember it, hit us up. Let me know. Like I said, there could have been some more Joes in the movie, but I'm sure that now that they've hammered out the origin of G.I. Joe, they've hammered out the origin and the rise of Cobra, quite literally. They drop the name at the end. I think that they'll definitely do some sequels. I can't tell you why. I will tell you that Arnold Vosloo as Zartan was a cool character. He was just a guy that put on other people's clothes as far as his Master of Disguise thing. He became more Zartan-y that we know at the end of the movie. I won't tell you how, but he whistles throughout the whole movie. He's whistling for He's a Jolly Good Fellow. Every scene he's in, it gets stupid. Very stupid. So just mentally prepare yourself for that. I realize that they have to do it, and you'll understand why when you see it, but when it boils down, they don't really have to do it. You figured it out. If you've read a comic book in your life, you figured out the ending of the movie. They didn't need to do the whistling, and that's all I'm going to tell you. Like I said, guys, overall, I really did